Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. I'm your host, Kavita, and the founder of Power Purpose Play, a global community of women in midlife. I'm here to tell you that it's your time now to rediscover what has always been inside of you and bring that out into the world. If you're wondering what's next, but don't know quite what that is, or if you feel a twinge in your heart telling you that you have so much more to do and so much more to offer, you're in the right place. Ask yourself, if not now, when? Do you want to leave your job, start your own business, take control of your health, reignite the passion in your marriage, write that book, or at least that first chapter? Transitions like this can be daunting, but through listening to my story and interviews with incredible women every week, I hope to inspire you to take action. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Hi, my friends. Kavita here from Power Purpose Play. I'm thrilled and actually pretty floored today to be recording this, the final episode of Season 1 of the Midlife Reinvention Podcast. It feels a bit surreal to me, to be honest, because it literally feels like I just launched this podcast yesterday. And now I'm over 40 episodes in and recording the last one of the year. This just goes to show you that even if you have a little twinge in your heart that you'd like to do something, pay attention to it. Seriously do it because it will manifest, my friends. It really will. I have learned so much from the many amazing guests I've had on this show this year. It's been incredible. Before I get into what I've learned, I'd like to take a moment to thank you. It actually blows me away that I have listeners all over the world who tune in every week to listen to this podcast. And that tells me that we all have something in common. We all want to learn, to listen to other people's life stories, and to take their lessons and apply them into our own lives. Everyone has a story. Everyone. It is how we can learn, interpret, and grow ourselves from these stories that help to enrich our own lives. I think the greatest lessons I've learned from both my guests as well as the training I'm pursuing is that we all operate at an energetic frequency, and that to really connect with others, we have to first be aware of our energy and in tune into the other person's frequency. I've learned to be aware of the energy which is within me, and I've learned to honor the messages that come up from my inner being. I've also learned to look at everything in a more positive and energetic way. I've learned that the answers to all the questions we have are really within us. We just have to learn how to tap into them. And again, that means being in alignment with your inner self. It sounds more difficult than it really is, but it really is about being still and in the present moment. There is that concept of time. I've also learned an important lesson is to not struggle and fight with the natural sequence of things. We all become impatient when we don't see the immediate results of our actions. We get frustrated when we put all our hard work into something, yet it doesn't manifest right away. One of the greatest quotes I take with me into the new year is one from one of my meditation gurus, Mooji, who says, "Everything is in place for life to unfold as it should." If you ask for what you really want with good intentions and all your heart, and do not put any resistance or barriers in terms of negative thoughts in the way, it is a natural law that it will manifest when and as it should. If you liken this to the seeds we plant in the soil, when we plant them, we don't expect a tree to appear instantly tomorrow, do we? We nurture it and care for it and know that in our hearts that its magnificent branches will manifest when and as it should. We need the patience and trust to know that indeed, our seeds that we plant will grow. I titled this podcast, the last podcast of the season, on the passage of time, because as we approach yet another new year, we look into our futures and often regret things in the past. But I'm here to tell you, my friends, that it is time now to appreciate and really honor this present moment. It really is all we have. We can't predict the future. We can certainly dream and plan for it, but we shouldn't live for it. If we don't enjoy what we are doing right now, things need to change. I've thought a lot about this, and it's definitely difficult to always align yourself with the present moment. We're programmed and conditioned to think about our pasts and worry about our futures. We have to live in this world after all. Many people tell me they don't believe in this because they really have to live in reality. They have to pay the bills and don't have time to just be. I say to them, if you're not being, you are not living. If you are going through the motions of life because you feel like you have to and there's no other choice, you haven't asked yourself the fundamental questions like, who am I and what do I really want? If you ask yourself these questions in silence, meditate on them, and journal the answers every day consistently, the answers will come. You will see the path opens up for you. Things will come your way and you will see the path. It doesn't mean quitting your job and moving to the Himalayas. You can do it gradually. You can take one step at a time and then the next and continually ask yourself, is this the right path? You can adjust and tune in and fine tune and tune into how you are feeling at this present moment. Ask yourself, is this the right step? How do I adjust? The moment you feel skepticism or doubt, though, the wheels in motion will slow in their tracks. It has been 2 years now since I left my corporate career to start on this entrepreneurial journey, and it has been an exciting time for me. You see, many people didn't understand why I would leave a comfortable career with a great salary, benefits, accolades, and a structure around me. But it is something I had to do. Internally, I knew I had to do something else. Launching a new business during COVID was certainly interesting, and that has not been easy. But it's incredible how many beautiful people have come in my path, helped me, and from whom I've learned so much from. They came to me for a reason, and I am so grateful for that. I'm proud of the fact that we've built this community of incredible women all over the world. I'm proud of the fact that I've launched this podcast and we have completed our first season. I'm proud of the fact that we've launched our online course, It's My Time Now, to help women like you figure out what it is you want to do for the next chapter of your life. And I'm proud to have studied to become a certified professional life coach to help women in their transition in their amazing midlife years. We're not used to being proud of ourselves, let alone saying it out loud. But I'd like you to do this. Take out a pen and paper now. Write down what you are proud of and why you are proud of yourself. What have you done or what have you become that you are proud of? Write that down and you will see how your confidence soars. Take 5 minutes to do that now. It feels good to write it down, doesn't it? Try and make it a daily practice to write down your thoughts. I do that every morning, and it really helps to take the weeds out of our heads and clear your mind for the day. Questions like, who am I? What do I really want? What is stopping me? How do I get there? These are questions that we all need to ask ourselves and start on the journey of answering them. When we think of the passage of time, we think of our age. I'm 55 years old, and I really can't believe I'm 55. I feel at least 20 years younger than I am. But I love being 55. I want each and every one of us to love our age and celebrate it. It's not something to be ashamed of or hide from. Whether you're 25, 55, or 85, life is a gift. And especially in these last several years, we need to become more and more appreciative of this thing called life. When I also think of the passage of time, I think about myself on my deathbed. I know that sounds morbid, but what do you want to be remembered for? Is it the fact that you lived life well? Is it that you loved and were loved and pursued your passions and didn't sweat the small stuff? That's what I want to be remembered for. I want to be remembered for the fact that I made a difference, even if it was in one person's life. We fall into the trap of wishing we could do something else, but put barriers in our own way that tell us we can't do the thing. We aren't qualified enough. We don't have what it takes. We don't deserve abundance. We don't deserve happiness, or all the things we tell ourselves. I so want to change that narrative around. Think about all that you are. Think about all your strengths and skills, all your wealth of experiences. Be proud of yourself. What do you really want? Do you have what it takes to get it? If you dig deep inside, write down all your strengths, write down all your passions. What do you really want, my friend? I'm trying to impart to you that with this podcast, everything else I'm doing, that you can do what your heart sets out and your mind sets out to do. It's not easy and it may not be perfect, but if you really want something, Step out of your own way and go grab it. Even if you take the one step towards what you want, you are on your way, my friend. You don't need to look up and see the whole staircase. Just look at the first step in front of you and climb it. You'll see how your confidence slowly builds. That is my life's work now, to help you climb that first step. But even before that, to help you realize your strengths, your gifts, and help you rediscover what you really want. I'm excited to go on this journey with you. My offerings next year will distinctly focus on that, helping you build the confidence to take that first step. And then the next. Reach out to me personally if you would like my guidance. I have the experience, skills, and knowledge to help you. More importantly, I want you to be happy, happier than you've ever been. I'm also going to take these next few weeks to reflect on what I want moving forward, to reflect on what went well and not so well this past year, and adjust and try to do better. I think we all need to do that. I'm being brutally honest with you now because you hear too many people with their bullshit telling you things these days. They tell you that there are quick fixes to our problems. I don't think it's a quick fix to adjust your life to be exactly what you want. It takes commitment, honesty, and some time. But I'm here to serve you to help you figure it out. That's the honest truth. Drop me a line, schedule a call with me, and tell me how I can serve you best. I'll end by saying thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. And thank you for being you. I only want the best for you this holiday season and in the future. I picture you as I speak into this microphone, and my heart swells with gratitude. You are awesome. You are amazing. Remember that. Celebrate yourself, my friend. Have a beautiful holiday season and happy, happy new year. I'll be here next year to serve you in the best way possible. I promise you that. In love and light, till next year. Take care, my friend.